So I'll just give you a bit and snippet about meds. But before that, I want to champion for the space for faith-based organizations, especially when it comes to provision of healthcare. So actually studies have proved that between 30 and 40% of all healthcare, especially in this continent, is offered by the church. So those two studies, one that was done in Cape Town, revealed that the market share, especially for Kenya, is about 40%, and MEDS is actually championing provision of healthcare in that 40% of the population. So how was MEDS born? This wonderful lady here, her name is Sister Joan Divan. She was a missionary. So she comes to Kenya and finds a big problem of supplying medicines, especially to the mission hospitals. So you'll find that a nurse, or rather a nun, heading a mission hospital, would be forced to come to Nairobi, move from one pharmacy to another, or one manufacturing unit to another, or from one supplier to another, to aggregate medicine and be able to supply to the mission hospital. So that would be really acrimonious, and we would find that the problem there would be out of stock. So she championed the formation of MEDS, hired a small room, started aggregating medicines there, and that is actually how MEDS was born. But a feasibility study that was done by WHO actually cemented the fact that MEDS had an opportunity to actually provide medicines to people who needed them but could not afford them. MEDS was actually set up as a revolving drug fund. So basically, up to date, what we do is that we set aside finances to put aside a big budget where we actually buy medicine and stock it so that we are able to supply the health facilities that procure from us. So we actually emulated the Bamako initiative that was set up in 1987, and that works until today. Very quickly, our corporate identity. We identify ourselves as a faith-based health solutions provider, of course founded by an ecumenical partnership of the Catholics, that is the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, and the Christian Health Association of Kenya, contributing to the healing ministry of Christ. So you'll find that the majority of the mission hospitals are either affiliated to the Catholic faith or to the Protestant faith, and those two secretariats, basically then you can say that they own them. Our vision is to be a faith-based organization providing transformative health solutions globally. We are not just limited to working in the local space. And our mission is to provide reliable and affordable health products and technologies, quality assurance services, and health system strengthening services to those who partner with us. So this is us in short. We are registered trust. We have over 37 years experience in those three areas I've mentioned. And we actually play a complementary role to the government supply chain. We have very key certifications here. So we are ISO certified as an organization. We have a laboratory that is WHO pre-qualified, one of the 11 in the continent. And we have certifications or recognitions from the European Union, the DG ECHO, and the USAID Bureau for Humanitarian Assistance. So like I mentioned, these are our mandates: supply chain and logistics, which is the main one, quality assurance services, and health system strengthening. Some of our key strengths, I think we can boast that we have very good leadership. Our CEO is seated somewhere there. We are flexible as a supply chain organization, but we also have a very good corporate culture, and we employ a very rigid or very stringent digital strategy. And of course, our experience over the years has helped us to grow to become what we are today. That is our warehouse. So the kind of strategy we employ there is Agile. So we have lean strategies, combine that with agile strategies. Lean strategies because we try to accurately forecast the demand so that we know how much of what products to stock. We try to use technology. We're using barcoding. Product selection, we have our own internal formulary that helps us to know which products to stock. We work on consignment stocking basis, and we pre-qualify our suppliers. And of course, coupled with our ISO certification. Agile strategies, we try to be as flexible as possible in terms of what we can be able to stock and offer. Our fill rate currently is more than 95%. Very rigid, or rather very strong field support led by my colleague here, Shadrach, and we do a lot of market intelligence then to be able to know how then to serve the market. But what is most important, we actually offer door-to-door delivery service at no additional cost. So we actually bear that cost as we supply to our customers. So basically, that's how we segmented customers locally here. Just quickly move on. Some of the threats that we encounter, of course, substandard and falsified medicines. We are a quality-driven organization. So what you see on the left is the number of labs, pre-qualified labs globally, and you can see the risk on the right of substandard and falsified medicines. So we really have to, we are working in a very difficult environment as a supply chain organization, and that is why we actually set up our lab. We set it up in 1997. We've been able to grow it. We became the first faith-based WHO pre-qualified lab, the fourth in Africa. Currently we have 11. And we're basically able to test pharmaceuticals, physical-chemical testing, microbiology, medical devices. And that is important for us, especially to know which suppliers or which products then to be able to onboard. Different dosage forms, you can see from the statistics there, for those 5 years, 2018 to 2023, we tested over 6,602 tablets, over 1,236 capsules. So we have quite a very good capacity, especially for all the dosage forms. And our failure rates, as we do that work, we find that especially focus is on uniformity of dosage unit tests like dissolution and assay. That's where you actually find a lot of failures. And as I move on to the next slide, what you see here on the left is our capacity as we grow. So as we expand the capacity, we're able to test more. But as you can see, the graph on the right here, we are seeing a lot of, especially a significant reduction in the failure rates. And I think that means then the industry really is trying to be quality conscious, and that is good for supply chain organizations like us. We can also see that as part of what we test also for other institutions outside of Kenya, and you can also see the same trend across all the different dosage forms. We don't just serve Kenya, we also serve those countries as well. So we are currently in 20 African countries, and we also do have clients in the Netherlands and also in the US. We recently commissioned our microbiology lab, so it was officially opened by His Excellency, the President, last year. And this has enabled us now to be able to expand, especially in the area of microbiology, where we're looking at contamination and also testing of vaccines. That is something that we are excited on in terms of onboarding very soon. We pre-qualify suppliers. I know most of you here would want to partner with MEDS, so we encourage you to go to our booth on the, just in the adjacent room here. So we have a stringent way of pre-qualifying not just our suppliers, but also the products as well, so that we work with quality conscious suppliers. And that is quite a bit of a stringent process, but one that has worked over the years for us. For product pre-qualification, we encourage that products are tested at our lab. We're also very keen on training and capacity building. So we offer trainings on especially the lab, but also we train healthcare workers. So we've done that not just for our Kenyan people here, but we've also worked with the regulatory authorities across the continent. We recently hosted 18 NMRAs. So we basically test, or rather we train on anything. So our lab here has been a great resource, especially for institutions that do not have that capacity. And we've worked with different countries to be able to send their technicians, and we've been able to train them as MEDS. But also for the healthcare workers, I know my colleague will be talking a little bit more about that. So karibu Shadrach.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Kigera. So what's new at MEDS currently for all of us? We are introducing one of the novel products, what we call it stable carbetocin. We are launching it here this year, probably by October. So for public and faith-based, we are looking for towards lowering the cost of its stable carbetocin by more than around 80%. So that's be on watch out. We have also introduced modern insulins, Through our partnership with Novo Nordisk, we have enhanced our range of product that we are offering. So we encourage everyone to continue patronizing our services. The other thing I want to mention at this point, we have also, as a policy, decided that we shall be extending credit facility to all GOK facilities, standalone government facilities. Out of 290 health facilities that we have, in the spirit of FIF enacted law, we encourage them to come and consider partnering with us, and we shall be able to partner with them and extend credit facility based on the procurement laws and also the FIF Act. We are also doing a lot of capacity building, both at the institutional and also annual training programs. We do encourage pharmacists to participate in these trainings because you are able to gain the CPD point. We usually have regular webinars that are done almost two webinars every month. So you can be able to watch out on our website, and probably through our contacts, you can always participate in the webinars. And we also have institution trainings where we work with the health facilities and offer them specific trainings which are tailored for the health facilities. We have also introduced a complete range of oncology products. I know this has been a problem. There is a lot of challenges in terms of accessing these products, but now I can assure you we have all the oncology products. Some of them as access products through partnership with multinational companies, some of them like Roche and Johnson & Johnson, at a rate that is highly subsidized, while others we have sourced them from the market, tested them and made them available to our clients. We have also introduced some products for neglected diseases like mental health. You realize that most of the institutions do not stock complete range of mental health, and this has come courtesy of partnership with Johnson & Johnson, and we also encourage more partnership on these areas as also we look at those neglected areas. For institutions that have, for hospitals, we have a complete range of equipment calibration services. This is another gap where we buy equipment, we use them, but we are not so sure whether they are giving the correct output. So at MENTS, we have set up a medical equipment unit, and we are also offering calibration services on top of also issuing the medical equipment. And finally, allow me to say that not many people are aware, but we also offer warehousing services for both cold chain and also for ambient temperature. So you can also check on us and be able to enjoy some of these services. Thank you very much, and God bless you.